we just want to make a quick video about the twins and how they're doing. First, I just want to say thanks for all your awesome comments about the hospital bag. They're very helpful. And as you can see, Cynthia's here with us today. So we had a crazy week with the twins. We didn't know how crazy it was going to be in the beginning, but it turned out pretty wild. And they're just being little crazy people in there. Anyways, on Monday we had our ultrasound, and we went in there thinking everything was great and dandy, and the tech said that everything was fine, like heartbeats and stuff were fine, but that they were just measuring a little bit apart. So we were just we were just like going, okay, is that normal? She didn't really like have any red flags first or anything. She just said that Grayson was a little bit bigger than Ember. We didn't really know what that meant necessarily. She just said that they were measuring quite a bit apart. So it was really like the fastest ultrasound we've ever had. It was like 30 minutes, really.
Yeah.
I was so surprised that it was so short. And anyways, so we left there. We're like, okay, what does that mean? So then the next day, we were just like going about our business. And then
I get a call from Dr. Jones's office saying frantically, or asking frantically, if we can go to, what was it, IMC's?
Yeah. Maternal fetal medicine.
Yes. They said they would have sent us to Altaview, but they didn't have any openings there, and they needed to get us in right away. So, after a frantic call asking if everything was okay, I agreed that we should meet at the IMC.
Yeah.
At 1, told Ashley and Adam, hey, can you meet me there? We get there, we wait about a half hour, maybe longer.
Yeah.
And they pull us back, and they just keep doing ultrasounds. The tech
did the ultrasound first, and I didn't know that they were going to scan both babies because they only said that they were just looking at Grayson, but they said that because they hadn't scanned her before, they wanted to scan both, so they scanned Ember first, and she was, I think, 2 pounds 9 ounces, around that. She was around that, and she was measuring like 28 weeks 3 days, or 27 weeks 3 days. She was measuring a little bit, because we weren't quite
like a
20
week less than we were.
Yeah, we weren't quite at 28 weeks at this point, right?
Right.
So then they measured Ember, and then they moved on to Grayson, which we were the most concerned about at this point. So they measured Grayson, and he's measuring 30 weeks 1 day, and he's 3 pounds 2 ounces, around that. So they were quite a bit apart. She didn't really tell us like a whole lot. She just said that he was a little bit bigger than her, which we already kind of knew because we had known that since Monday. So then she leaves and just says that the doctor's going to look at the images, which we didn't even know the doctor was going to look. We just thought that Dr. Jones was going to read it and tell us the next day because we had an appointment the next day. So we waited like 20 minutes for the doctor to come in, comes in, and just says he's going to rescan them again. So we were just like, why?
What is going on?
What's going on?
Should we be concerned? Like,
he didn't tell us anything.
It was just very...
He just said he wanted to rescan them again. So we were like, okay, what are they going to find that they haven't already? I mean, we've looked at them Monday, an hour today. And at this point, it had been like an hour and a half since we had been in there. And so the doctor comes in, and he's like, well, let's scan them again, and then we'll explain what's going on. And we all like look at each other like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And so then he tells us that there's called like a twin discordance, and if it's above a certain percentage, like ours, like the percentage is 25, and so he told us that ours was 18%, so he wasn't exactly too worried about it.
The percentage to be worried is 25%.
Yeah. Well, ours twins are 18%. So he wasn't that worried, but he really made us feel worried because he didn't tell us anything, and we were just sitting there like staring and like watching the screen intently, like we're gonna like find something, or I don't know. So he started explaining it, and he was like talking really slow, like we need to like be really worried. And he was just like getting to the worst part, and I'm just like, okay, keep going, come on,
get to it.
Yeah. And so finally he was like, well, we just need to monitor them and make sure Ember is still growing because she's on the smaller end. He's just taking up all that room and getting chunkier by the day. So we're relieved at this point because there's nothing majorly wrong, but we didn't really know what.
Well, and then even the doctor warned us, like, if you look this up, you could find really bad things.
Yeah.
But it's not as bad as you could research.
Right.
Yeah.
So good thing they told us that it was normal, because we probably would have gotten
if
home
you
and,
know any of us.
we probably like Googled everything. Oh god.
Yeah.
So anyways, so then on, what day was Wednesday, we already had an appointment scheduled with Dr. Jones, and so we went there, and
she apologized for the franticness.
Yes, we were like kind of worried about that.
Yeah.
So there was like really, I mean, there was a need, I get that part, but at the same time, it's like we're already on high alert just because it's a high risk pregnancy, and we don't want to be overly nervous because then Sin's blood pressure will go up and that will be bad. So we don't want to do that. And so I just felt like maybe the situation could have been handled a little differently. Maybe if the doctor had called and explained it better, that might have been a little bit less alarming.
Right, rather than the nurse calling frantically, be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Sin's blood pressure was great, though. It was like, what, 120 something?
122/66.
Yes. It was perfect, really.
Yeah.
So that's going great, and her medication is working really well. It's not giving her side effects as much anymore.
No.
And the twins, okay, so on Monday we went, and they were both, no, Ember was head down, but Grayson was head up. So he was breech. Then we go on to the doctor the next day, and it's pretty much the same thing. But then so after our doctor's appointment, everything went well. Dr. Jones says everything's fine. We hear both heartbeats. Everything's great. We continue on to Saturday, which was the best day because we got to go and see them 3D. So that was really cool. Because we don't know, like, they're going to get bigger, and so we just wanted to make sure that we got that before. Because, this is just like a special time, so we wanted to make sure we got all the images we can get of them. And the doctor said, were they yin and yang at that point, or were they yin and yang before? I can't remember exactly.
They were yin and yang all week up until Saturday.
Okay, they were yin and yang. And then all of a sudden on Saturday, their heads are touching.
Yay!
They're basically both head down now, so they better stay that way.
Yes.
So hopefully Grayson will get too big and he won't be able to flip anymore, which...
I'm hoping.
Yes, that would be good. Because then we can maybe have a natural delivery.
We're hoping. We're crossing our fingers for natural.
Yes, we're crossing it. But we'll see how everything holds up. But anyway, it was so cute to see his features, his little nose and lips and cheeks.
He is Chunka.
Yes.
With hair.
And they both have hair. We were both very excited about that. All three of us were.
Yes.
It was kind of cute.
It explains the heartburn. Because I had, my previous 2 pregnancies I had no heartburn. But my kids were also blonde baldies, so
we were
the heartburn
excited.
was a little unfamiliar for this pregnancy.
Yes,
so
now we know why. It's not in vain.
Mm-hmm.
It's not in vain. She's producing hairy babies. That's what she's doing.
Hairy collets.
Anyway, so we had a great time, and that was a great way to end our week. As crazy as our week was, we were glad to end it on a fun note and see them. And Ember was being stubborn, as always.
She's being shy.
Yeah, she tends to have her back turned to us a lot of times. Like, we haven't really gotten a good profile shot. Like, the one shot I got the other day was her, like, face, like, smushed up. And, like,
she looked like a
little piggy. And so I'm like, I can't put that in the baby book. So, hopefully we can see her. We're going Tuesday. See if we can see Ember. She better cooperate.
I'm gonna drink some apple juice.
That way she's moving. But we got to see Grayson really good, and everything's fine with him. He's definitely a boy. He's definitely not shy about that. So, anyways.
Never has been.
No, he never has been. So, we just wanted to update you guys. Thanks for following along in our journey. And I know it's kind of sad it's coming to the end. And like,
no, we only have like 8 weeks left.
It's going to fly by.
If I make it 8
I
weeks.
know. we'll see how these guys do. But
I know.
we're excited. We're excited to meet them, but at the same time,
we can
it's
wait
bittersweet
for them to grow.
Yes, grow, babies, grow. Anyways, thanks so much, you guys, for following on all the support and love that you guys have shown to Cynthia.
Thank you. Yes,
it's been so sweet, and we really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. So, bye.
Bye.